That is Ted Mendez, one of the country's most influential military-grade moneymen. This must be connected to Kronstadt.
Beautiful. Still some of my finest work.
I know you're kind. There is no way you will trust me with your tricky question.
Good. Seems like they got the message. Can't have everyone poking around my car. So gorgeous. The lines, the curves, the power. Almost makes a man want to return to the track. Beautiful. Still some of my finest work.
Millions of you first to fix everything himself. Don't worry about grabbing it. If anything goes wrong, down to the bad.
Gotcha.
Imagine the implications
Huh.
for humanity.
Why's the engine off? Let's just try to get this started again. Well, that doesn't sound good. Better call Knox. Mr. Knox? Yeah, it's Smith from down at the expo. Listen, the Mark III's making some, well, just odd noises. Can you come? Great. All right. Yeah, I'll be here.
I swear to God, if someone's been tampering with the car, heads will roll. I need you to get in the car. Don't touch anything until I tell you. You shouldn't behave like this at all. Try the engine, Smith. Expanding world of try it now. This should work. Kronstadt Industries. Ah, your focus is water bars. The arcade to reattach it is the culmination. Hit it, Smith. That's industry. Smith, if you see anyone, and I mean anyone, messing with the car, you call me. You hear me? Diesel fuel and battery power energy. A highly ambitious baseline for the future of motor. Pure shapes.
Feminine yet masculine. Not bothering me.
Putting a new face on war. No, not exactly. Less dramatic. World-changing. This pivotal moment in modern conflict solution. Imagine infiltrating the deepest sanctuary of your enemy and striking a fatal blow, only to slip away unseen.
Listen, I realize
Yeah,
this
that's
may
more
sound
like it.
trivial, but the Fountain View soda dispenser has been on the fritz since we moved in. I can't work without my energy drinks, and I have been forced to bring my own. What? Yes, that's right. I drink this day, but then here's the problem. Mr. Knox, entourage, bodyguard.
Okay, McInnes, let's run this test.
1 hour.
You're sure you fixed all outstanding issues with the micro actuators?
Yeah, boss, I'm sure. Checked an hour ago. All lights are green. This fella will make your special place all tingly. But listen, there's something we should talk about.
What? If there's a problem, so help me God.
Well, it's just that we still don't know what the cause of last week's accident was. I've looked over everything and I just can't nail it. Something about the console, but I'm not sure what.
So?
Well, a man died.
Yes, that was quite unfortunate. I believe legal has resolved the matter with the wife. Well, widow.
Well, more importantly, it feels like the biometric scanners aren't 100%. If you really want to go ahead with this crazy demo, we should at least make sure the console can't fail. It's not exactly tamper-proof.
So fix it. Look, McInnes, I'm counting on you here. I'm literally putting my life into your hands with this demo. We need to pull this off. I know you don't like it, but I'm the boss and I like it. Big sales is what I do. Make it work.
I'll see what I can do.
Good man. Agreed, sir. Okay, McInnes, let's run this test. You're sure you fixed all outstanding issues with the micro actuators?
Yeah, boss, I'm sure. Checked an hour ago. All lights are green. This fella will make your special place all tingly.
AI using all cores as I requested? I know the software doesn't need it at this point, but I want to see what happens if we stress our friend here a little.
Look, I get that this is an important day and all, Knox, but we're fine. Let me just boot up this diagnostics tool and we can... Wait. 2.21. Well, that's gotta be a mistake. 2.04. It's dropping. Why is it dropping?
You are kidding, right? Biggest day of the year. The decade. And you're telling me we're still red? Are you telling me we're still red?
Look, hang on. It doesn't make any sense. I just checked this. I ran the calibrations twice.
Let me make something painfully clear here, McInnes, you pitiful amateur. This machine will work by the time our guests arrive. I entrusted you with the responsibility of a simple calibration, and you've somehow managed to screw that up royally. If you don't have this mess sorted by the time I return, I'll make sure you end up back in that filthy little alley in Kabukicho where I found you. Does rummaging through containers looking for silicone rejects for your disgusting love doll sound good? I'm sure the Yakuza would love to welcome you back too. You understand me?
Yes, I understand. I'll make it work.
See that you do.
Phil, it's Ted here. Just returning your call before heading over to the expo building to meet Knox for the new combat android presentation. No, not yet. I'm letting him stew a little. Guy's a genius, and you know what they're like. Desperately lacking any discipline or respect for other people. Last time I tried to have a meeting with him, he had me sitting in a room for 4 hours before canceling. I'll head up when I feel like it. All right, I'll call you after the presentation. Speak then.
Mr. Mendez, good to see you, sir. The demonstration is scheduled to take place on the upper floors. Please feel free to use the stairs right over there.
Ah, Ted, good to finally see you. Guess traffic was rough. Ah, never mind. Let me show you everything. I'm gonna say something provocative now, Ted. War is going out of fashion. It's dirty, it's just plain bad PR. Nobody wants to exchange their children and loved ones for flags and medals anymore. The glory is gone, Ted. But, luckily, Kronstadt has a solution for that. Imagine this. Android infiltrators operating in the field, disguised and fully embedded, ready to strike at a moment's notice. Indestructible robotic operators who can infiltrate the deepest sanctuary of any adversary, striking an unseen fatal blow. A surgical tool for a blunt world. Imagine an army of them, fully equipped android medics seeking out wounded servicemen and injured civilians, bringing them to safety, or patching them up then and there. Android pilots delivering payloads deep inside enemy territory with uncanny precision and minimal collateral damage. All right, Mendez, it's very straightforward. Let me show you. I just pick any of the pictures on the desk, then I use the scanner to upload the biometric data. And Palace will do the rest.
Target acquired. WB.
Obviously, the final system won't rely on you manually feeding it biometric data. This is still a prototype. This is a pivotal moment in modern conflict solution, Ted. Palace is entirely foolproof. All you need is to pick a photo from the table and scan it just like I showed you. It's perfectly safe. Go ahead. Make my day. Just scan one of the
Target
images,
acquired.
Mendez.
Dummy A.
Well, how's that for impressive? Amazing, I know. And just think how much more we can accomplish together. My brains, your money. The sky's the limit here, my friend.
I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I still prefer the human touch.
You're part of an old institution and you prefer the traditional approach. I respect that. But like it or not, this is the future you're looking at. Autonomous synthetic systems will entirely remove human agents from direct engagement. I guarantee this thing will absolutely murder anything you put it up against.
Sounds promising.
So, Mr. Mendez, impressive so far, yeah? Let me quickly show you our on-site robotics lab. It's small, but state-of-the-art, and it's fully mobile, so you can deploy it anywhere. So, as part of the deal, Kronstadt will throw in 1 deployment cell per 5 units. Outfitted to enable on-site adjustments and calibrations, it'll be shipped in a bulletproof shell and can be dropped anywhere on the planet using the Kronstadt T-37 deployment drones. So if you have any questions or want to see anything again, just let me or McInnes know. I'll let you hang out and look at everything for yourself. Hey, don't be a stranger, Ted.
I'd like to see the demonstration again, please.
Target acquired. Eric McInnes.
I'm ready for another demonstration, Mr. Knox.
Great, Ted, great. I knew you were just playing hard to get. Let's do it. Ted, let me give you the rundown again. All right, I think we can skip the intro part. You know why we're building this, Ted. We're building the ultimate infiltration unit. Human-looking, driven by the best AI Kronstadt has ever built. A unit capable of full environmental immersion, ready to strike at a moment's notice. Alice is equipped with extremely advanced facial recognition systems capable of complex skin texture analysis. Ultrasonic 3D information capture ensures the right targets are taken down every time. It's so good, I'm willing to stake my life on it. You know what to do, Ted. Bring it.
Robert Knox down. Now for the heir to the Kronstadt Empire.
I can
could really go for a snack right now. Huh. Still not open. Shame. Surely he must have opened for business by now. Well, no. Still nothing. Who runs a business like that? Yeah, maybe the guy's sick or something. Shame. I was really looking forward to a bite. Must be open now. Well, I'll be damned. Looks like he is. Excellent. Let's go eat.
47, Robert Knox is on the move. If I'm not mistaken, he's heading down to the Bayside food stand selling coconut balls.
I'm gonna run over and play around with the parents. What?
Smell alone is enough to trigger a massive rush of dopamine. I don't know what he's putting in his food, but I've sure got the munchies.
Pardon me. Can I offer you a little treat?
So, what's good?
Everything's to die for, Mr. Knox.
Excellent. Maybe one of these. That was superb, my good man. Be back for more in a little while. Just need to stretch my legs. Keep it coming. Maybe here. Ugh. What's this? Looks like someone left a rotting animal carcass here. Disgusting. Antoine? It's me. I'm down by the water. Looking at the horizon, I'm wondering what's next for us. Soon we'll have created an entire new race of beings to live alongside humanity. Huh. What next? Space. Oh, someone else will get us there. Space is vast and empty and ultimately a waste of time. Although I suppose if there was a way to turn the planet into a maneuverable spaceship. Extinction? Oh, by then we'll have moved beyond the flesh anyway, Antoine. You think the ultimate goals of Palace, Kai, and Nexus are anyway? Flesh is going out of style, my friend. Give me 30 years and I'll have us all uploaded into indestructible robotic shells. It'll be a glorious future.
You should try this.
So, what's good?
Everything's to die for, Mr. Knox.
Excellent. Maybe one of these. Looking busy. I like it. Keep it up.
Ah, a delightful surprise, Mr. Knox.
Oh, Mr. Knox. Come to check on your project?
Everything looks to be in the green here. Great work.
Mr. Knox, pleasure to see you, sir.
Mr. Knox, great to have you with us today.
Looks good, everyone. Keep up the great work.
Mr. Knox, good to have you here.
Everything's looking good here, Mr. Knox.
All right, you guys seem to be on top of everything here. I'll see you later.
Ah, a delightful surprise, Mr. Knox.
Oh, Mr. Knox. Come to check on your project?
Definitely need to show off the sensors. With a wide range of targeting capabilities, from infrared vision to DNA sampling, Palace is infallible. Extremely advanced facial recognition systems capable of complex skin texture analysis and ultrasonic 3D information capture ensure the right targets are taken down every time. Maybe that's too much detail at this stage. So, Antoine, did you talk to that Reynard woman?
Everything is going according to plan, Mr. Knox. The package has been prepared and awaits delivery.
Good. Good. Loyalty has its merits, Antoine, but one cannot express loyalty from the grave. What Kronstadt is working on is too important to risk in some high-stakes chess game.
I couldn't agree more. I'll keep you informed of any progress. Terrible business with these terrorist attacks, Mr. Knox. Let's hope it's over soon.
Yes, although, silver lining, it's not entirely bad for business. I've made some substantial acquisitions recently.
Ever the clever businessman, Mr. Knox?
Well, it's just a matter of being practical, Antoine. I've made some recent life decisions meant to insure myself and the company from the events of these troubled times.
And what of Sierra, Mr. Knox?
Oh, her too, of course. Her too.
Personal assistant to Robert Knox, huh? That's like a secretary, right? My mother worked as a secretary for a guy who ran his business.
Man, we are good. Nothing out of the ordinary.
New
Mr.
uplink
Knox,
connection is strong.
I've looked over the numbers and the suit's
I'll
performing
need to build in
admirably,
some
sir.
smaller fiber optics for this to align with the fitting requirements. The new K-62 uranium core chip looks to be able to handle monitoring of vitals with reduced heating. She's not exhibiting any discomfort beyond the expected range at this point. Long-term effects of the increased radiation leakage are unknown, but likely to be minor.
Ah, Mr. Knox. The metrics from the suit are coming through
Well,
100%
that's interesting.
intact.
The suit
Great
kept
work, sir.
adjusting her core temperature during the race, and it looks like it worked. Stress hormone levels are way down. But yes, look here. Administering the CE12 serum causes a sudden drop in body temperature, forcing her system to produce more adrenaline and sharpens her performance. Okay, dopamine reports are in.
Mr. Knox, good to see you, sir. Everything's looking good here.
Reuptake inhibitors fired during the initial lapse, definitely giving her an edge. Let's have a quick look at the final lapse. Huh. Yeah, she must have felt the sedative set in at that point, but the effect wasn't as dramatic as I thought. Dosage was correct, and suit delivery is confirmed. Maybe she just resisted it.
Mr. Knox, I've looked over the numbers, and the suit's performing admirably, sir.
Yeah. Well. Uh-huh. Yeah. What could be fine? What could be fine? 17. 3, 4. Yeah. So everything should be operational. Huh, that's odd. Maybe the dish needs to be recalibrated. All right, reboot the OS. Set up remote desktop connection to the main lab. Let's just have a quick feel around the back of this thing. All right, let's just double check the uplink now. Works fine, good.
Mr. Knox, good to see you, sir. Everything's looking good here.
A lot of static in the air today. Told those idiots not to mess with the AC. Where are those eye drops? God damn it, I told you people to leave the AC alone. But you had to go and play around with it, didn't you? I have sensitive eyes. Settings need to be as I want them.
Sorry, Mr. Knox. We didn't do anything to it.
How many times have I told you morons not to fool around with the air conditioning? Well, anyone willing to own up to screwing around with this? No? Thought not. If I have to tell you again, heads are gonna roll.
How's the velocity back?
Are those eye drops, 47? Looking over Knox's medical files, I see a prescription for medication for chronic dry eye syndrome. Apparently, he's sensitive to low humidity areas.
Felt like my
Like
eye was gonna
rooms with
explode for
air
a second
conditioning
there.
turned to high, for instance.
smell in here? Someone using spray paint? Never mind. Again with the air conditioning? What did I tell you? Don't touch it.
We didn't touch the AC. Maybe there's something wrong with it.
I don't want to hear it.
Hi, everyone.
Warm day today, huh? Unbelievable.
Sorry, Mr. Knox.
Nobody touches this again. There's a lot of static in the air today. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, people. Do not touch the AC.
Nobody here touched it. I promise.
I'm tired of this. No more goofing around.
Just to get this straight, you had no idea the device was in fact a bomb.
None whatsoever. As I mentioned before, they asked me to deliver a package. I thought it was just pyrotechnics. As I understand it, Moses Lee is into that sort of thing.
Interesting story. Want to know what I think? I think you were hired by someone to infiltrate the Kowloon pit, plant that explosive somewhere, and detonate it. You know what we call that? We call that domestic terrorism.
I'm just a delivery guy. I didn't even know what was in that thing. I may have taken a wrong turn somewhere, but that hardly makes me a terrorist. I think I need to call my lawyer.
Yeah, we'll see about that. In the meantime, we're keeping you and your stuff here. Just relax. You're gonna be here a while.
Of the game. This is where you see our technology come tomorrow. Yes?
This is the mechanic. The special component has been installed in the car and is ready for activation.
Excellent. Meet me shortly at the overpass. I'd like to handle this one personally.
All right.
Mr. Smith, a pleasure. Do you have the trigger?
Right here, sir.
Thank you. Tomorrow's papers will surely just write this off as a terrorist militia attack on some rich corporate CEO. But you and I will know better. Now watch this. Leave me. I need to be alone for a moment.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here he comes.
The race is over. Sierra will be coming off the track anytime.
He's all right. Ah, well. Another victory pleasure doing business with you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Sierra's coming in. Everyone on your stations, now!
Oh, here he comes.
Target down. Next up, Robert Knox.
Sierra? How did you... Oh, I see. I see. Of course. Don't say anything. I understand. A warning. Get in line, or bad things happen. I won't be a problem. I get the message. I suppose it's quite elegant. Admirable, even. If you will excuse me, I need to go away and be alone for a while. You understand?
I'm picking up some radio chatter, 47. Robert Knox appears to be heading for his helicopter at the top of the expo building. I think he's planning on leaving.